One of the things that I often tell people to do, just because I don't do a whole lot in my live streams, or if I am showing things, it's not that important. Normally, like, this is just a podcast. Apparently snow has transformed all over the base. My understanding is that up until the end of the month or whatever, there's just going to be continuously more snow all over the base until everybody's sick of looking at it. I really do appreciate the seasonal graphics that come with this video game. So, what's the package volume like normally versus now? Because you work at Amazon.
But I did sign an NDA, so let me think topographically. Let's say...
I'm not expecting a numeric answer from you. I mean, just like... Let's say that this week has been a 10, right? I presume.
I could describe it by the parking lot. In the summertime, the parking lot was quarter filled and I could get a front spot, right? Now, get there early, you're parking in the back, way back of the parking lot. Completely filled and packages going by, oh my god. Did 1.6 million units in a shift one time.
What is that, like 40, 50 packages a second or something? For an 8-hour shift?
Alright, so that could be anything. That could be items, though, within a box. So, like, if you get a box with, like, lots of small items in it, that kind of counts.
So really somebody ordered 10,000 cotton swabs?
Yeah, sure. I know it's out there. Amazon uses sorters, and we have a Dematic sorter there. And that thing just runs all day long. It's a machine that's, like, 2,000 feet long, right? It's the whole building, and it just sorts everything. Stuff just explodes all over it. You had like fish oil explode on it the other day, like boxes break open. That was the worst day. It's tough work, but like I'm just glad that, you know, I got the job and it's been pretty good to me. Like I get lots of overtime.
I'm sure around this season you do. That's a crazy amount of work around this time of year. My understanding is that UPS hires workers 24 hours a day around this time of year.
Everyone needs a job, and people are willing to do the work. It's great working for Amazon, because if you, like, come in as, like, nobody, you can, like, start out there, and if you really, like, put yourself into that thing, you can move up. Especially if you come in there, you're, like, 20, you can really, like, make a lot of money for a 20-year-old.
I don't think I made anywhere near $15 an hour on my first job.
When I was 17, I was doing like $10 an hour under the table seal coating and asphalt work.
I delivered newspapers, and I think the most I ever made an hour was like 6 or 7. Except for holiday season. Holiday season was weird because you get like people who would give you like $20 tips, but they wouldn't do it for the rest of the year. Apparently we have half a Scooby-Doo here, which is interesting. Somebody kept asking me about what's up with 4B. I don't know if there's anything up with 4B per se. If there's something wrong with it, nobody's told me. Means nothing really. Just means I'm a horrible owner who doesn't pay enough attention. The story with 4B, I have not gotten a backup from anybody who had admin 4B prior to me taking over. You guys know me. I take good backups. I have a server sitting in my closet right over here. Nothing is going to change about that, and I think that there are enough people on 4B for the foreseeable future to keep the server online. Like, I just checked while we were on stream, and there were like 13 people on. 9B has a lot higher requirements than 4B as far as server specs and as far as disk space is concerned right now. And at least for the foreseeable future, it's going to remain that way, which greatly helps to keep 4B online. Cost for running that, I think, is like maybe $30 a month right now for me. To be honest, I could probably merge it into one of my other servers and it would still be fine.
So that's cool. It's a different type of demographic that I feel like likes the 4B. I mean, not demographic, but like kind of player attitude. I never really liked PA.
I'm not a huge fan of it either, but there are certain players who want to group with other players and build things in the game. Like, it took me 3 days to get out here of walking. I don't ever want to do that again. If I died, I might just forego coming back out here.
If you die, you could just let me log in and TP you.
I can see where wanting to walk out 1.9, 10.0 million or whatever is just too much for everybody, and there are going to always be some players who are going to want to do it, and that can make a great starting for a base. If you want to group with people, having the ability to get out to where they are is a great advantage. I can see it, especially for the players who don't have, you know, 16,000 hours just to dump into an Anarchy server and want to get out there and start building or doing something. I think 4B has its place. I think 9B has its place in the community, and I wish Tubi didn't have its place anymore. It's a sellout as far as I'm concerned. So Fit did something the other day that for the first time in probably the entirety of his channel, I actually liked one of his videos. He put out a video that was like, explanation for why Tubi costs $1,500 a month, and it was just a total troll, the entire video. It was funny. It was good content, actually. I was impressed.
One of the best videos I saw was Taraga Dude making fun of 3-day-long live stream Fit did.
Oh, where he was like mining the block or whatever?
Yeah,
for 3
like
days?
freaking out. The shortest pig walk world record or something. Like,
oh, okay. I know Fit's done a couple of 48-hour streams or whatever have you, and I just think those are ridiculous. Most of the time he just goes AFK during part of them, but some of them he's like awake for 24 plus hours, and I'm just like, it's a Minecraft server. It's not that important. How many shekels are you getting off of this? Oh, wait, I forgot. Your viewer base contributes like $400 every hour you're streaming. Never mind, I understand why you're doing this. You just paid your rent for the next month.
Yeah, exactly.
If I got that kind of contributions, I'd consider doing a 24-hour live stream, even if it all went to charity.
Is charity some stripper?
Yes, charity is definitely a stripper.
I like that. Find her on Twitch.
I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm sure someone's going to Google it, and they're going to spam me with links. Sometimes I get the weirdest stuff in my inboxes from you guys, in my Reddit inboxes. I had one dude, like, send me his life story. It was legit 5 or 6 scrolls of just blocks of text, of, like, things that had happened to him, and, like, how he got into video gaming, and what his life, you know, what he does for fun, and, like, I drowned in content like that, but I do read it. Even if I don't respond to everything people send me, like, I read almost everything you guys send me. You wouldn't think I would get as much stuff as I do, but for whatever reason, people PM me on Discord, they send stuff to me on Reddit all the time. I get lots of complaints. I also get called the N-word a lot.
Remember when I bitched you out for 14 days straight on Reddit?
Yes, I still have those messages. Thank you, Colt.
I'm gonna go make a book.
I will sign it for you, provided that we make 20 copies and we give out 20 copies on live stream. I can get my admin a boost out for the December time period. That'll be like my Christmas gift to all of you, is Colt's ramblings about the server.
Christmas gift?
Wait, are you doing any sort of...
We had a bit of a Christmas gift last year.
I was thinking about doing some sort of Christmas event and or gift of some sort. I'd like to do something kind of unique for Christmas. I'm not sure yet. PM me your ideas. I'll take all of the ideas and suggestions. I'll take all of your ideas and tell you no for 99.9% of them, and then one of them will be like a solid grain of gold that I'll just be like, this is what we're doing.
Let's get the Bible in Minecraft. Hell yeah.
Can you even do that with the text limit of Minecraft books? Like, what is the text limit? I must find out. If I was going to do this, I'd create a bot and a macro that would literally sit there and paste, next page, paste, next page. Okay, so a player can write up to 12,800 characters inside of a book. So, no, we can't do the Bible.
Could do, like, Bible Part 1.
We might be able to do, like, Genesis.
No. Let's just do best quotes from Pulp Fiction of the Bible. Ezekiel. No, we need a better idea.
What is the total ASCII length of Genesis? I think we could probably do every other book.
Guys, what about the Quran? Or we could do the Bhagavad Gita. You know what would be a funny April Fool's joke? Would be if you switch 4B and 9Bs where they direct to.
It's not a terrible idea. Where's my stuff? the people who log it up both will be like, did I just click on the wrong one?
That wouldn't be a Santa gift. That would just be like a fun thing to do.
Please don't finish my drain before me. I need to actually get on and do some recording of me filling in the drain.
Yeah, this is really tempting. This looks like this might take me about an hour to do.
You know what? If you want to go ahead and do it and record while you're doing that, like, I can grab an alt or whatever, we can make some content out of this. And I wouldn't have a problem with you doing it. I'd like to make an actual video for the channel that isn't just a stream summary.
So, anyways, I was wondering, how do we, I mean, since Bezo's not on, and I always default to Bezo because whatever's going on with him, but if we invited people out to this base, how do we make sure that they don't... Alright, so I have a couple players that, like, I'm 100% vouch for wouldn't leak or mess this up.
I mean, one thing we could do is I could go pull a world copy of this and put it up on another server.
Put it on 4B, and, like, when this blows up, we'll just go build on 4B.
Something like that. See, the threats have already started. Darth
No,
Meteal said, once 1.14 hits, I'm coming out to Meme Base to build a giant aquarium. I knew this was going to happen. I predicted this. I think that there is going to be a giant aquarium with nothing but red fish in it on a black background. I'm predicting this.
I'm sure someone was planning to make like a swastika aquarium.
That's what I was getting at. Without saying it. I really wish YouTube had a, like, this is PG content or whatever, which I'd be cool with. PG-13 content or whatever, and you could still do ads on it. Oh well. We'll just rely on Colt's generous donations, what with his massive overtime.
Let's talk about prizes. Somebody made some map arts, and like one of them was the rebel symbol, and I was like, if I pay you right now, can I get that map art early?
It's a good map art, by the way. Who made that?
It is good.
I need to check on that. Who made the map art? Let's see. Oh, Draco12. The guy PMs me all the time, by the way. And I appreciate the PMs, because, like, he alerts me to problems about the subreddit.
Who is this obsolescent dude that somehow has mod on that?
Para, you will be forever missed. Like, obviously you still use the internet, but you haven't been heard from in forever.
Playing goddamn PUBG all the time.
He doesn't just play PUBG, he just doesn't play Minecraft.
It's like the only game I played. Like, what is wrong with me?
I play some Quake Live as well.
Was it Quake Live on Steam? Yeah,
It
Quake
is on
Live
Steam.
used to be free.
Is free if you had an old account with them. All you have to do is just go log in on the site and they'll give you another key. They did an alpha and a beta or whatever, and they just opened it up to everybody. And if you signed up during that period, then you got a key to the actual thing on Steam. Alpha and the beta of Quake Live were terrible. Constant issues like
Did they just release another Quake?
Yeah, Quake Champions is not Quake.
What do you mean?
Quake Champions is horrible. There's like a 30-minute video I'm forgetting by someone, but like, go punch it in on Google. You'll get the gist of why it's horrible. But basically, it isn't Quake. It doesn't play like Quake. Quake 1, 2, and 3 all basically played the same. Same style, same general gist of how they played. This doesn't play anything like Quake. The weapons are different. It feels like they built a game and decided to slap the Quake IP on it to try to sell more. And it's really, really sad.
I really like Doom.
Doom is good.
I actually did like the last Doom that they made.
I think all of those games are by like Fahrenheit software or something, or is it ID?
Every video game platform comes off based off of like some engine that they all just like license.
I do get what you're saying. And yeah, they all play similarly, but they are different games. They are unique. I think they stand on their own merit. I also miss all of the games that EA killed that were part of Maxis. SimCity, Sim Tower.
SimCity?
They basically did. I mean, it's not dead, but the last one that they put out was just terrible. I miss a lot of older video games. The quality was there, even if the graphics weren't. And that's one of the things that, like, draws me into Minecraft, you know? It's one of the reasons I play Minecraft, is because it wasn't about the latest, greatest graphical game. It was about building a world, you know? Everything was within your control, basically.
Procedurally generated world and being infinitely expandable is probably the most attractive thing to me about Minecraft, in that you can just, even though like you kind of expect what's going to come, you know what I mean? It's like you have an infinite amount of coordinates to like go hide at. But the other part is the interaction with other players. And, like, you know, because I used to play Minecraft, like, for the first year, like that.
I would have stopped playing Minecraft a long time ago if it was just single player.
Oh yeah, and I actually did play it for a long time. 2011, 2012. I played it for a long time, single player, like having a good time. And I was like, oh, this is boring. Stop playing it, and then I realized, you know, 2 years later, wow. There's servers out there where people could see what you built.
I think I probably spent upwards of 1,000 hours in single player, easily. And that still would have been a very good bang for my buck. When I look at video games, I often look at how long did I play it and how much did I pay for it. Playing it enjoyment is my general like tipping threshold as to whether or not a video game is worth it. Yeah. So like it can be a short video game and not be that pricey and still be very well worth it. My favorite like bang for buck, I mean it'd be between this, Don't Starve, and probably, I mean like I invested $0 in Quake. So maybe Quake wins, but for games I've paid for, hours dumped into them, Don't Starve is probably number one.
Console though, too, right? Like N64, like, I mean...
Oh, yeah.
So I want to say the most amount of time I played on any game would probably be GoldenEye or Zelda. Because my family, like my sisters, like everyone, We all got into Zelda. We had our own profiles. Like, that was the funnest game ever. Like, the Ocarina of Time, N64. And then GoldenEye, you could play with the whole family, right?
Played my share of console games, but invested a ton of time in Gran Turismo. That was a time dump, man. That was a time dump.
GT1 on PS, right?
Yeah. Other console games I played a ton of. All of the Super Mario. Basically everything Super Mario. I know this is going to sound stupid, but I spent a lot of time playing Frogger. I also spent a lot of time playing SimCity. Another game that I spent a lot of time playing on Game Boy was Cyrad. I didn't have Pokemon when I was a kid. I never really got into it. I wish I had.
Enjoyable game I've ever played that like I got fun out of, like playing with others and like, you know, teaching like to others. Like, I would say it would be a tie between Myst and Zelda.
Apparently there's a new video game coming out and I'm hoping to get a key for it. It's called Empires of the Undergrowth. I'm actually kind of excited for it. We'll see how it turns out. Could be good, could be bad.
Let's see how a woman would feel about Minecraft right now.
So,
Yeah,
Legos for adults. By adults, we put that in air quotes.
Hey, this is just, oh, hi. Holy shit, guys. Is this a girl?
Colt had to show off his girlfriend.
Wait, really, Colt?
So apparently, not only do we have a female player on the server, but we have a female live streamer on the server. I don't know how that's possible, but
Say hi.
yes.
Say hi. She's a little shy.
Hi guys.
Do you have any questions for the female?
You asked if I was a trap?
No,
Your voice is deeper than mine. Run, Colt, run.
No!
I was going to ask, why do you like Colt? He seems rather weird, but maybe that's why you like him.
No, Colt's a long-term investment. Right now, he may not be high up in Emerson's anarchy. He will slowly develop.
You guys can have a nice night. Thank you, everybody. Have a good one. Check out next week's live stream where Colt comes back again for the second time in a row.
Thank you, You're far too kind.
Also Sionis.
Maybe.
Especially Sionis.
If I'm not drunk.
Yeah, especially if he's not drunk. Alright, see you guys. Bye.